Welcome back to Top Dog Tips. Thanks for joining us for this video on how to feed dogs with kidney disease. One of the more common serious health problems for dogs is kidney disease, which affects more pets than people realize. According to WebMD, dogs may experience either acute or chronic kidney issues. While chronic kidney failure develops slowly over time, acute kidney failure occurs suddenly over a few days. The most frequent cause of acute renal issues in dogs is toxin ingestion. It might be a chemical such as antifreeze, cleaning supplies, or contaminated food. Older dogs are more likely to develop chronic renal disease, and because it usually manifests slowly, it can be challenging to identify the specific cause. A proper dog kidney disease diet will be one of the crucial treatments to get your pooch on the path toward recovery. The first thing that we need to fully understand is what is kidney disease. Kidneys are the organs with the basic function of eliminating waste and toxins from your dog's body. Any health issue that affects this process can be classified as kidney disease. It can be referred to as kidney failure in dogs, renal failure, renal disease, chronic kidney disease or CKD, and other similar names. Many things can cause kidney disease in dogs, including birth defects, poor diet, high blood pressure, bacterial infections, and diseases associated with the canine's immune system. Symptoms of kidney disease can include drinking more, frequent urination, weight loss, vomiting, and decreased appetite. If you suspect that your dog is suffering from a kidney-related problem, take him to your vet to get the right diagnosis. This video will not go in depth and explain kidney disease. To learn more, you can read our article about vets' science-based guides on kidney failure in dogs for symptoms, diagnosis, treatments, including at-home remedies, and more. In this video, I will walk you through the most crucial part of dealing with this problem: proper dog kidney disease diet, what it entails, and how to feed dogs with kidney disease, including a homemade kidney diet for dogs. First, let's talk about how to feed dogs with kidney disease. Nutrition and kidney disease are closely related. Therefore, a dog kidney disease diet is a big part of the essential treatment plan that's often required for any canine with kidney problems. Remember, it is very important for you to discuss this with your veterinarian. Listen to your vet's advice because every pet is different and not every homemade kidney diet for dogs will work for your pet. Let's talk about the dietary guidelines for dogs with kidney disease. There's a very specific evidence-based set of guidelines and dietary plans developed by vets that need to be followed to treat dogs with kidney disease. We cannot advise here the exact amount of food needed for your specific dog, but your vet can help you determine the best portion sizes daily. Your vet can also help you choose the best kidney-friendly dog food brand or go over this homemade kidney diet for dogs if you think cooking for yourself is the right fit for your pet. Phosphorus is one of the most common minerals in the dog's body, and it's essential to many health functions. However, it can also stress the dog's kidneys, and when dealing with chronic renal failure, the stress needs to be reduced as much as possible. Based on what I just said, reducing the amount of protein intake will also subsequently reduce the amount of phosphorus in your dog's body. Sodium or salt is similar to phosphorus. It will put extra stress on the kidneys by forcing them to work more. Therefore, including less salt in your dog's diet will relieve some of the work from his kidneys. Studies have also shown that supplementation with omega-3 fatty acids can help the function of kidneys and assist with dog kidney disease in general. This includes feeding foods higher in omega-3 fatty acids or using a fish oil supplement. A regular dosage can be used as indicated on the supplement. Calcitriol will likely be administered by your vet if needed. The calcitriol is specifically used for patients with kidney problems, both humans and dogs. Your veterinarian will recommend how to use the supplement if at all. Healthy water intake should be encouraged as well. Thus, water needs to be accessible to your dog at all times. Use purified or distilled water because tap or well water can sometimes be high in added minerals that are bad for dogs with kidney disease. You can also use bottled water, but keep in mind that it's extremely important that your dog is hydrated at all times. Dehydration will further complicate the kidney disease problem. Let's talk a little more about protein. Debate is still on when it comes to the amount of protein that dogs with kidney disease should have. Today, most vets generally agree that an extremely low protein diet is unnecessary unless your canine is uremic, but they would often recommend slightly lowering the protein intake anyway. The safest bet is a dog kidney disease diet that has a moderate level of protein. Not too high and not too low. It's also important that you feed high quality protein to your dog. When we're talking about fat, the amount of fat you should feed your dog will depend on his weight and activity level. If he's overweight or inactive, stick to moderate fat intake. If he's in good shape and really active, you can increase his fat intake because fat's a healthy source of energy. While it is a little high in calories, but it's also low in phosphorus. Keep in mind that increasing fat, especially containing sources of omega-3 fatty acids, has been shown to help with kidney disease in dogs. Too much fat can be bad for some pets, especially for their digestive system. We also need to talk about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are not nutritionally necessary for dogs as they get their energy from fat and protein. But for dogs with kidney disease, you must include carbs. Research shows that vets recommend a dog kidney disease diet with up to 50% of carbs. They're a good source of calories for dogs with CKD because most foods are low in phosphorus. These foods will include vegetables and fruits as well as appropriate grains. How do we structure a dog kidney disease diet? Even though dogs with kidney disease can eat almost anything in moderation with a few adjustments, some foods are better than others for your dog. But here are some foods specifically that you should probably include and others that you should avoid altogether. First, foods to include. There are many foods you can include in a dog kidney disease diet, but here are some ideas to get you started. Meats. Include fatty meats like lamb, pork, or beef. You can also include dark meat turkey or chicken since they contain more fat than white meat, and don't avoid the skin. Chicken has the highest amount of phosphorus of all these meats, so be careful when using that. Dairy products can be included in your dog's diet as well, but they must be given in moderation. Use cottage cheese or ricotta cheese and go for the low salt option. Yogurt is also good, especially if your dog has digestive problems on top of kidney disease. Yogurt has good bacteria, which can help regulate your dog's digestion, but probiotic supplements will have a much higher concentration of bacteria. You'll also want to include vegetables. Include cabbage in your dog's diet because it can be good for ulcers, which are a common occurrence in dogs with kidney disease. Include other vegetables like asparagus, beets, broccoli, pumpkin, squash, celery, carrots, and other vegetables that contain high fiber. Fruits are also a great choice, like apples, mangoes, peaches, pineapples, and pears. Cranberries are good for dogs that often develop urinary tract infections, and they can also be good for the kidneys. Bananas are high in potassium, which is good for your dog's water balance. We also need to talk about wheats and grains. In this instance, white rice is better than brown rice because it's lower in phosphorus. Most other grains should be avoided or extremely limited because of their phosphorus levels. Pasta, especially if you add a bit of butter to make it tastier for your dog, is a great choice for a dog kidney disease diet-friendly meal with low phosphorus and calories. Now let's talk about treats. Dog treats are fine in moderation. Make sure they are not a regular part of your dog's diet and carefully pick the kind of treats that are friendly for your dog's structured kidney disease diet. Choose healthy dog treats with beneficial ingredients. Natural treats are good choices. Rice cakes, for example, are a great option you can give to your dog because they're low in phosphorus. Now let's talk about some foods you should avoid. Sodium or salt is dangerous for dogs with kidney disease, as I said, and many vets recommend a low sodium diet. However, removing salt from your dog's diet is also harmful. Remember that reducing sodium should be done gradually, or it can cause dehydration or even a renal crisis. Avoid vegetable oils because they're high in omega-6 fatty acids, which can be inflammatory and are generally not a good source of fat for dogs. The same goes for fish liver oils, especially cod liver oil. If your dog's diet is based on raw and meaty bones, you should consider lowering the amount of bones fed. If your dog's kidney disease progresses, you should completely eliminate bones from his diet altogether. Bones are really high in phosphorus and other minerals that can be hard on your dog's kidneys. Commercial dog food brands are an easier option, and most vets agree that it's the safest way to structure a dog's kidney disease diet because you don't need to do any guesswork. However, if you'd rather cook for your pooch, then you can do that as well. Whether you choose to feed your dog raw meat or cooked meat, making a homemade meal for him means that you know exactly what he eats and how much of everything he consumes. You can prepare a diet for a dog with kidney disease that combines commercial dog food and homemade meals. If the main component of your dog's diet is raw, meaty bones, you may want to reduce the quantity you feed him. For your homemade kidney diet for dogs, meat, whether raw or cooked, is always a fantastic place to start. You can check out this extensive article as well as all of our articles on feeding dogs with kidney disease and how to manage this condition on our website at topdogtips.com. We share a lot of helpful information along with homemade recipes created for dogs in different stages of kidney disease. If you learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, family, and fellow pet owners. If you liked this video, you can also subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with all of the tips and tricks that we share for pet parents and pet lovers. You can also subscribe to our email newsletter for daily tips and tricks in raising healthy, happy dogs. Thanks for watching.